Yo, what is up guys, Otta here. Today we are back on the Crew 2, and as the title states, we are going to be becoming an F1 driver. I know that's technically not what it's called in this game. What is it called? Alpha GP. We're just calling it F1. I did look, and I am able to afford one, so that is good. And if I know before I was trying to figure out how to get it into manual, and I was struggling with it. I realized it was super easy. I just have to change both settings in the wheel settings and in controls. So now I got it into manual. So now there's going to be a little bit of a new learning curve. I haven't done it in a bit, and also it's a different game, so shifting is going to feel a little different. So it's going to be probably worse than what I was before. And also I am trying to record it as a VOD, so I'm hoping it's not going to be super blurry. So there's that too. It sounds fine right now. Is it blurry or anything? All clear? Because it's hard to tell from my side because it's just a small little screen. Okay, that's good. You wanna pick which car I buy for this? Like 6 different. Well, that's a lot more than 6. Not even. It's kind of cool. The only thing I'm thinking of this one is because it's the same one as my hypercar, same manufacturer. There's also one of these. Kind of looks fun, but I feel like there was something else that I was gonna say. Excuse me. I think I want one of the more traditional looking ones. Ooh, this one looks pretty cool. I think I like this one. I might go with that one. Because it still has that kind of F1 look to it. But yeah, I like this. Can't change the color, can't change the rims, but got that now. Now we're gonna do all these races and just kind of work on this car. Now this one I'm gonna try and remember to take a thumbnail during the stream and not have to do it afterwards. No, that's not what I want. Using the wheel for that is the worst. Here. Oh, too far. Not done any of these. I think the only ones that I'm like actually intrigued by is this one, because like just the boat and the plane ones, I'll do them eventually, but I don't feel like it. Oh, I guess we'll just start with these. So fair warning,
Remember,
this might not go
Alpha
great.
Grand Prix is the crown jewel of the pro racing world, and it's where Clarence is true royalty.
Also,
you want to beat him
going
on his
manual
own
now,
palace
so
grounds? It's gonna take your best and then some.
wonderful. Hopefully it's gonna be fun. Still need to work on mic placement and everything, so it's not blocking my view too much, or it's not actually blocking my view, just so it's not distracting me, but also not going to be hitting my arms or anything. Okay. I don't know. Yeah, see, I'm already not shifting properly. Also going into the grass. Whoa. That's not great. This is gonna be a bit rough. Yeah, this is gonna be... The game's a bit loud. That's where I turned it down though. That's... Oh, I got so loud all of a sudden. 12. See if that's mouse. Can you get off my screen? Yeah, this is... Seems loud. I mean, if you're saying it's loud, I'm guessing it probably is. Yeah, this is gonna take me quite a bit of getting used to, because one, new car type, two, now in manual, so that's obviously going to be more difficult. I'm nowhere even near anybody. That's way too much shifting. Or like, yeah, someone already completed this. See, like, I was also thinking I need a shift. I get distracted by stuff and then yeah, this might honestly take me quite a few tries. 15 seconds behind, jeez. I'm gonna get like lapped, I feel like. That's another thing, is like, that's one thing I really do need to work on is braking, like my braking distance and everything. Because it is a little hard to tell on like how far I'm pressing. Yeah, I just okay, not a great first start. Obviously going to retry that. Pretty bad. Kind of expecting that. Am I like too loud though? Or am I good volume and everything? I seem fine. Okay. Yeah, I know that first start was bad for me, shifting wise. Yeah, I just gotta learn when to shift and get the feel for it. That wasn't great of the turn.
No!
You mind?
You're in my spot.
See, that's why I don't like using paddles, because you can't ever shift during turns. But obviously, I feel like for something like an F1 car, paddles obviously makes way more sense. The car's a lot longer than I thought.
Does he know you're beating him now?
As long as I get third, that's a start. I feel like I might need a lower radius for at least this. Just because it's a bit difficult making these turns. And this is a bit rough. Can't make those turns well. Yeah, I think it's literally just my turning radius. Because I have to take it so slow. But yeah, we're just gonna. It's definitely way better. Let's actually do that before. And let's drop it like 600. Maybe that'll be better. Obviously, it was way better. 'Cause I could actually see people. And now let's see how that's gonna be. Just making sure I was recording.
1.
Okay, immediately that feels so much better. Yeah. Now if I can just fix the braking issue, then I feel like that still not doing great, but maybe even lower for this. As long as I think I just need to get used to it. Yeah, because like I feel like I can't keep my speed. I don't know. Like if anything, like definitely a lot better in manual or in automatic. I mean, like it is just a lot more fun though. Oh, is it though? I get more frustrated when it's in manual. Chipped it up on accident. Okay, that was better. I didn't get last. Do I stick it in? Like, I want to go in automatic. Let's just. No, I was supposed to hit retry, but I was too busy drinking. I'm not going back into
Remember,
automatic
Alpha
because
Grand Prix is the crown jewel of the
go.
pro racing world, and it's where Clarence is true royalty. You want to beat him on his own palace grounds? It's gonna take your best and then some.
I know that's gonna seem a little weird because it probably makes no sense whatsoever, but I'm gonna use my shifter.
3, 2,
That might just be better for me.
1. I've got faith in you. You should too.
Like I might be able to just have more control over it. I got to shift again. Like already right there, that felt so much better.
You can totally catch him, can't you?
Do not have faith in me, that's so rude. Okay, I see, like 100% is a lot better. Probably a bit early of a shift. Now I just hit my handbrake. The whole stand shaking. Okay, I'm at least staying in up with first. Yeah, immediately is so much better. And I think definitely lowering the radius too helped. Also, I just needed to learn the shifting speeds. No. See, I just switched the shifter, went straight to first. Okay. Oh, jeez. Yeah, that was so much better. Okay. It's now just solidified, because I definitely need to upgrade my sequential setup, because it's literally just, as I said before, foam squares. Why is the loop behind me? And I would either get a whole actual setup or just these little like foam washers, but they are going to be a lot better than these just foam squares. I think that kind of makes me want to get an actual mod for it. I'm also going to be getting a brake mod, which I saw countless of people like on Reddit and stuff saying we get a squash ball. Can I customize? And that's going to give it a lot more of a progressive feel to it. I don't like the black though. Oh, it literally changes like nothing. Back on purple. It always had purple? It has? So what does it even change? Did it change anything? I don't remember it having purple. Sure. I don't want to do that. I don't like those rims though. We're gonna... Sure, we'll do that. Yeah, there's not really anything I can't do to this car, which is fine. But because my wheel came with a like, if you know the Thrustmaster wheel, you know what I'm talking about, the little like stopper thing. I just didn't like it just because of
To purists like
how
Clarence,
stiff it was.
Alpha Grand Prix is what pro
Like-
racing always has been and always should be. They're wrong. It's been evolving since the very first lap. Yes, those old cars are classics, but they're not as fast or as safe as what we make today. Change is part of our tradition.
Where am I going? I don't want to be, you know, pushing my whole chair back as I'm trying to brake. So it was just way too stiff for me. And I didn't like feeling like I can't use the whole range of my brake, which then I now realize from just looking it up, where same thing, I found the squash ball. Everyone was saying, oh yeah, on startup, just basically smash on the brake and it'll calibrate to how far it will go. At least that's what I understand. But most people were saying to get the squash ball and it'll kind of give it that progressive feel of, you know, the more you brake, you know, like more like an actual car. And I'm hoping that will really help my braking. And so between that and going to manual, I don't think manual actually makes me better or anything, but I'm hoping that'll just really improve the feel of using the wheel and everything. Which definitely, I do enjoy being in manual a lot more though. Already I'm like, this is a lot more fun. And I'm glad I got it to work. Because originally I thought I needed to do all this like document stuff and go into the files and everything. Because that's what this one post was saying. And I'm like, I really don't want to do all that. But I was like, well, let me look into it. And then I saw the one thing of like, oh yeah, changing both settings. And then that immediately worked. And I'm like, that was so easy this whole time. Like, oh, that was, why did I do that? Definitely is so much better. Now, if I can just fix the braking part of it. Doing that. And I keep just talking about the same thing over and over again, but I think these races are taking too much of my attention that I'm like, I can only multitask so much. But I'm hoping the VOD's going well. It's not stuttering or anything. It hasn't said I've lost frames or anything. So that's good. Yeah, but already this is so much fun. Like, I think I do really like these kind of races. The hypercars are really fun too. But I think once I get this car, because this is stock, it already feels so quick. Once I can get it fully upgraded, I think it'll be really fun. Because the same thing as the hypercar. Well, if anything, it's different with the hypercar. The start, it was bad. And now I'm like, okay, this feels really good. This already feels good. So once it's upgraded, how good is it gonna feel? Like, I feel like it's gonna feel really good. Which I definitely do at some point want to get a, what are they called? Just like an F1 style wheel. I know there's an actual term for it. I'm not exactly sure, but I think that will be really fun, but that's not a high priority right now. I can grab that later. I think working on the brakes first, excuse me, is going to be better. I just need to wait for that to arrive. That was $7, so hopefully that's actually going to be good. Do I? No, let me do it now while I'm thinking about it. Trying to get a thumbnail. Oh, where am I at? I want to get it with like this starting line, maybe. Or at least I liked my last thumbnail where there was people behind me. Is this not gonna have? No, okay, they're there. Are they not in first at this point? That's kind of rude. Maybe let's just go to starting line. That might be cool. How far back do I need to go? Here we go. They don't want you to leave. Oh. Okay. Let's start. Maybe just something like that. I get rid. can have those up there. Just a little. Yeah, sure, we'll go with that. I need to hide that. Take a screenshot. I'll take another one just to be safe. And, okay, I think that's good enough. Now we can go back into it. Because obviously, I don't need to put that much work into them. It's whatever. But it's definitely way better than what they were of just having the same one over and over again.
You know, it's been a while since I've gotten behind the wheel.
Good.
What
That's
do you say to a 3-race
talking to
tour?
me.
Me versus the whole team, plus a few guests. Want to see how well the students hold up against the teacher?
That is one thing that's bad in a sense of being in manual, is if I do ever run into anything, going into reverse is going to be so much more difficult because I have to shift through all the gears. But like just simple, just don't run into anything. Oh, is it lagging now? Pay attention more. Wasn't very great. I hope it's not lagging because that's going to be a bit annoying. Like I probably just still need to up the bitrate a little bit more. Oh, where I'm going, I don't know this track. Yeah, that's just another thing is my track knowledge. It definitely does look like it's stuttering a little bit. I might, if it continues to stutter, then I will probably stop the stream real quick, just try and up my bitrate. Obviously, I don't want it stuttering. And I also feel like if I can fix my braking, these races will be so much better. I need to talk about something different. I keep just talking about the same thing over and over again, but I don't know what to talk about. Why'd I do that? Sometimes my brain would just be like, oh yeah, you need to downshift. No, indeed I do not. Now, a little bit, yeah, that'll help. Let's had it. And I definitely can tell that I do feel the force feedback a bit more. Now it definitely is getting more difficult in a sense, or like harder on my arms. Don't lose it at the last second.
I always knew you were the best racer on my team,
Of course I
but
am.
it looks like you're going to be even more of a challenge than I thought.
Is it being pretty choppy? Are you notice that, or is it, at least on OBS not saying it's dropping any frames, but doesn't look. How does it look on my phone? Just because I'm trying to. Yeah, this is technically the first time I'm actually trying to use a VOD. Does it look fun at least? Or is it just on my side? We'll just be moving a little bit. I mean, it's a bit blurry, that's the most. Yeah, I'm gonna try and up the bitrate just a tiny bit off this. I'm not. Give me just 1 second. So I'm just gonna stop the stream for a couple seconds. Okay, well, can you stream? What do you mean? Doesn't want to let me stream. Maybe I just goofed it. I hope not, because it'd be pretty annoying. Okay, are we back? Okay. I think we should be back. It wasn't letting me get back on for whatever reason. Now I know that was really unfortunate timing because I literally stopped it right as a couple people came in. Apologies on that. But it kept saying my stream key wasn't connected and this and that, probably because it was still loading in the sense. Did I even upgrade my car? I don't think I did. That's fine. Probably because it was still ending the stream. That's why it didn't let me restart it again. Now, I don't know if that's going to make 2 VODs or not, but it probably is, because now it's saying it's being at a minute. That's whatever. I'm trying to just mess around with it. I don't know if it's my internet being slow or it's the bitrate. So I tried just upping that. Feels like I just mainly want to get it to be stable and just no blurriness, no stuttering. Obviously, if my internet drops, that's different. But just typical, just no blurriness or stuttering. I feel like turns like that is where not knowing my brake feeling is really hindering it. I feel like I was in an early shift. Definitely was. I don't think my car's quite fully there yet to regularly go into 8th. Car does sound really nice though. Like it sounds more like a typical car than it does with F1 car. I feel like I'd imagine them to sound different. Yeah, I definitely am getting a feel for the car and the shifting and everything. This is a pretty long one. I don't know why it's looking at my stream for too long. I'm just confused on why it's saying the bitrate's unstable. Just trying to see what's going on with it. Definitely costed me a lot in this race, but it'd still be fine though, hopefully. I think once I get all these quote unquote upgrades, I think it's gonna make me want to play Assetto Corsa even more. Just because I feel like, because I still in a sense have it at a rookie setup, I guess. I'm like, well, there's no need to get on an actual sim game because I don't have, in a sense, the means to be super precise with it. But if I'm able to fix that, then yeah, I did restart because it was starting to really stutter. I didn't know if you were on or not and noticed, but at least I got on my phone and it was being pretty blurry. So I just tried to up the bitrate. Is it just saying that the start time is lower now? That's bad. Yeah, I just trying to stop the blurriness. Is it fine now? Okay, that's good. I don't know if it was, because like obviously I have the room to put more bitrate in, but I don't want to just give an unnecessary amount. But it was kind of a little annoying that as soon as I ended it, I noticed like 5 people were in,
All right, you've beaten me twice.
and I was like, whoops,
But
bad
third time
timing
pays
to
for all.
end that. But
You think you can do it again?
thanks for anyone that is watching the stream currently. Definitely do appreciate that. Did I even upgrade it last time?
Looks like you've been.
I feel like I didn't. No, I did not. Already at 320. What? Are they just like random on how high they can go? Or is it piece by... Is it 330? What? I don't know. I don't know how all this works. These are definitely very, very fun. There are a lot of these. There is. Geez, there's a lot. Well, that's good. Get a lot of money for these ones. That's because that's an 8-minute race. Or probably more like 10 minutes. Ooh, that'd be... Because like there's the 20-minute hypercar race.
Making a name for yourself on the circuit.
But I feel like a
You know what that means?
10-minute
It's time
for
to train
this
harder.
would be
It's always time to
a
train harder.
lot. Jeez. Starting to feel real hungry. I was hungry a little bit before I even started streaming, but... An Oten behind. You guys can't. You can
3,
kind of see his fluffy butt.
2, 1.
Over in the street. It's a great exit of the turn. Where am I going? Another? Okay. Not doing great here. You okay, Odin? You itching too hard? This race is all over the place. Definitely, it is way more like rough in a sense when I lower the ratio or wheel radius. My shifter got stuck. Yeah, I either need to... Probably need to... Alright. No, don't go down. Or don't go up. I need to go down. I can tell the shifter is getting stuck in between my up and down shifts. I definitely need to either reapply the little squares or get an actual setup for that. That's one thing, is like I can't see how fast I'm going now since I have it in manual, but obviously that's fine. I don't need to, it doesn't actually affect anything. I think these might already be my favorite kind of races. Just because of this car. And I think also putting it in manual has made it that much more fun. Like I need to think of something to talk about. Did we do anything recently? No, we haven't been doing anything like at all lately. We've just been honestly just staying home most of the time. But great. Is there anything? I'm trying to think, was there more like pet stories I was gonna go into? Can't see. Trying to think. I feel like there's something there, but I just cannot think of it. I literally just can't. Also, I feel like I have to really focus on this race. Oh, my tummy just growled. Oh. See, and that's what's gonna cost. I should have just done this. Oh my gosh. Are you serious? The same wall. I'm literally gonna lose. Yeah, literally. Serious. Why didn't I hear you behind me? No, I'm literally gonna lose it. Oh my gosh, that's annoying. Maybe my car's just fast enough, but... God. It was so bad. Thankfully, I had such enough of a lead. Gosh, what am I doing? This is a really poor showing right now. Stop looking away, especially on these races. I go too fast. Not even just a split second of looking away, I'm going to crash. That's the brakes, not nitrous. Oh my gosh, what am I doing? It's like in the corner of my eye, the little preview looks like it's blurry. Like, Intel? I guess that was a quick stop. That was almost horrible. It was horrible, but it almost ended horribly. But I at least still got first, so that's what matters. I might still... Well, I can only bump it so much. Well, I can just bump the other one, because I have a max, and it's not... Because I was going off of a little guide thing, but clearly that guide wasn't accurate, because even before on having a VOD, it was still getting blurry. Oh, like, I don't know if it's actually blurry or not, but once again, internet fluctuates and this and that, so that might just simply be because of that. Everything is green. Okay. Did I adjust these? Do that. These don't really do anything. But like, that's bad. All bad too. Why does it all say down? I had it. Well, why is it down now? That doesn't make any sense. How can it? Okay, I think it was just glitching, honestly. Oh my gosh, I didn't realize I was that hungry. Cheese. So 4, 3, 3, 14. 52. That's 3, 3, 3, 14. This one might be the best. Maybe? No, how is that saying it's going up now? What is going on? How is it now all of a sudden going up? And what? Why was everything going down before? That makes no sense at all. I don't know what's best. Maybe just one that everything goes up. And just kind of, because see, that's saying everything's going up. Now if I go back to this, okay, I think now it's correct, because before it wasn't really changing anything. Yeah, we're just gonna leave that base because it was changing too much stuff that I'm like, I don't think that's worth it. This increases my top speed, but then lowers everything. Okay, let's start bottom up. I feel like that's there. That changes nothing. 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 So none of that changes anything. That goes up now. That makes sense. Goes down and then it goes up. There. Bringing it down, I'm guessing. We'll just go one then. Stomach is not happy with. I feel like this glitches out a lot and it just says it's doing something, but then it's not actually. Because it's all staying the same. Or is it just counting for everything? So like it's saying, oh, everything that's changing, I guess. Each. Bad because we got rid of that now. Doesn't do anything, then I'll just keep it the same. I'm guessing it's going to be very, very little changes for these type of cards. Makes sense because they're probably already, obviously going to be basically perfectly tuned. And if there's any slight little stuff we can get. Everything is all the same. I know this is such thrilling content. Back. Okay, see now that's actually doing something. That's bad now. What was the highest we had? 1.4, I think, 4.8. That's 0.48. Why would you lower brake power? That just doesn't. For what reason would you ever want that? Worth it. Why would you lower grip? You know, maybe now I could do that, maybe. And that gives me. Is that 0.4? Definitely not that one. Either we keep it there, then we go to that one. Because that does give me higher top speed. And only adjust that a tiny bit. So that gives a little bit better acceleration. But then bumps that. And barely changes that. So that seems pretty good. Also gives better there. I like that one. I think we'll go there. Maybe that's doing something. I don't actually know. There, we'll go with that. Do we got anything? Anything here? I don't have anything there. I'll just keep going through these and then there. I still have that, but I don't want to waste that basically. Okay. Back we go. Now we got one of these. I do like these ones. These ones are actually really fun. Drink of choice is Dr. Pepper Strawberry Cream. Non-sponsored. I know, I'm so funny, right? Okay. Literally all I can think about is food. I am, for whatever reason, starving. I guess I technically haven't eaten anything today, but yeah, whatever. Not actually. That's not it. I've only been up for a couple hours, so it's not like I've been up all day. I got out of bed at like almost 6 o'clock basically, so
Stage
not like I've
number
actually
3 of the U.S. Speed Tour East, leaving Miami for Dallas, Texas.
Okay, I thought maybe the gearbox was like lowering the gears, but I guess not. Well, I felt slipping a little bit. And clear. Hopefully it is. I might honestly still. Oh, too fast. I think next time I'm not gonna stop it again, but I think I'm going to bump it up again just a tiny bit, because it is at least looking a tiny bit blurry. Once again, I don't actually know. Maybe bump up the base to 35 and then the maximum to like 5,000 or something. Currently I have the max at 4,000 and then just which I don't exactly know what that means of maximum and not. But and then the regular at 3,000, but I'm up, yeah, bump one up by 500 and then the other by 1,000. And hopefully that will kind of help, but not, because like I don't know if having too much bitrate is a thing. I don't fully know the editing part of streaming, but like I kind of just go off of what basically the video was saying, because at first I thought my internet was so bad that I could only go at 720. Because at first it was just being horrible, like I literally just could not stream, even just with little like tests, and it was just like I couldn't. And then I went off of those settings and I was actually able to, so that kind of just inherently just made me go off of it. But now I'm like not quite working for 1080 at 60 FPS, so I'm now starting to just tweak with it. Just hit the one bump and not just bad. I'm having to tweak with it myself a little bit because that wasn't working. Thought I could make it. I've made it before. Yeah, obviously it does kind of kill my times a little bit by being in manual. Because if in automatic, I'm just automatically going to go right to where I need to be. It's fun. Okay, stop talking about wheel stuff. That's all I ever talk about. I just need to get started onto a thought, and then I'll get going, but getting started is the problem. But then when I just try and think of something, I can't. It just has to start. Genuinely can't think of anything. Oh, it seems like it's getting pretty. Is it? I don't know, it's hard to tell from seeing it in the corner of my eye. I've used an hour of nitrous. Jeez, there's no way. There's no way. It only lasts for like 5 seconds. The heck? I don't know. Maybe that's what it says. Yeah, it definitely is being blurry a little bit, so apologies on that. I hope the recording part at least isn't being blurry. I'll definitely try and up it again because it's still, the bitrate's still at 3,000, so it might honestly just be because of how fast everything is moving. I'm surprised I didn't hit the wall right there. How fast everything is moving. That might be why. I still am wanting to play. I think I'm gonna go with Destiny because I did just get the 2 DLCs I'm missing, which I am slightly annoyed because, you know, if I do start streaming it soon, the new DLC apparently is coming out in 2 days, and so everyone's obviously gonna want to watch that. I'm not going to be playing that because I don't have it, which obviously is fine, but like it is just kind of bad timing, so it makes me think like maybe I should
coming up to Dallas
play Warframe
with its
instead.
Texas Motorplex, where speed was born.
If something does come out, it's
Who
free,
will
so I
win
can just
the
do that.
stage?
Don't know if it is, but this game is not like Forza where if you're stopped it'll auto put you in the first. But like that definitely was a little annoying that I found out, because I was trying to see if I even need to get the like annual pass. I did end up getting it just because it was bundled in and I could get it for cheap. But like I don't think I'm really gonna be able to do any of the stuff in there since new season's just about to start. But like I got 2 DLCs and the annual pass for $20. Like that's not bad at all. I'm actually gonna change this one. Why does that change so much now? I see like this stuff. Why does it do that? Like I don't obviously, yeah, we want that. Now is that correct? No, it's not saying it's changing anything. It's sometimes. Let's just like make sure that everything I at least have isn't. Now this isn't changing anything. And then, I mean, I guess once the car's more upgraded, so maybe I should just have it. Oh, because that's still. I don't know. Now that only. I don't know. We're just gonna leave it as is, and then once it's fully upgraded, we'll then mess with stuff because I don't want half of this stream to just be. Why did this stop working all of a sudden? Oh, this shouldn't not be working. The game that's the issue. Okay. Okay, so it was the game that's the issue because I'm like everything's still connected and my controller wasn't working because I now have my controllers plugged into the back. So if everything else disconnects, my controller's at least still connected. And also by having the shifter plugged in, I didn't have enough room for my controller. So that's now more permanently plugged in a sense. Not sure why it did that. Not sure why my mouth or the voice did that. We are. What time is it? I've been going for about an hour. Okay. Feels like I've been going a lot longer than I have. I don't know why. I did see one thing that people were saying about like that's bad about being in the manual.
U.S. Speed Tour East's final part
Is
stage number 8. Who will be the best
in a
from
race
Detroit,
that starts
Michigan,
you like
back to New York City?
in a launch, like you're already. Where's my wheel not going? Like you've already started. It's gonna keep you in the first. Like so you just gotta try and shift up quickly. Which there's not really that many of those races, so that should be fine. But it definitely is way more fun. Okay, stop talking about real stuff. Like, I just don't know what to talk about. Don't. Because like we didn't do anything. There's nothing interesting in our lives to talk about. The only thing I can think about is work stuff, but anyone else is just gonna be incredibly boring. There's no point in me talking about, because it's not even like it's stuff I'm doing. It's more like, I guess in a sense, management stuff. That's just annoying. But I'm not gonna go into that. I mean, there's a mouse. There's a mouse that's roaming around on our shipping dock. It's just chilling. And you just see it. Pretty much see it at least once a day now. And it's literally it'll climb on the trucks. It'll just run around. Because I was just standing around when, at the start of the shift waiting. And I could have swore I saw something like just shoot out from under like a box. And I was like, what the heck did I just see? And like nobody else saw it, and I was just, okay, maybe I just saw something, or it was just a shadow or something. And then the next day people were talking about like, oh yeah, we got a mouse here. It was running on one of the trucks. And I was like, oh, so that's what I saw. And it's still just chilling. Like I can tell it's getting way more brave. Like it's running around more now. Like it's just showing itself more. It's like, oh, we got a little pit mouse. Our little guy. Great. Okay, my mustache is really tickling me. I'm only 50% of the way. I mean, I did know it was a long race, so that's not surprising. I can't wait to get nope. Not even gonna, just more wheel stuff. Why did I do that? That was bad. Sometimes I just hit the wrong. I don't know if it's literally my brain is thinking I should hit that one, or it's just kind of my hand does the wrong thing basically. Like shift it up. I can it's just the only thing I can talk about. I can definitely tell my arm's getting a lot more tired, and I definitely need a drink. My throat's starting to hurt. I don't know if I think I am still gonna do this next stream, like play the crew, and then I'll definitely have to do it the stream after that, because that's when I'm gonna have the brake mod. But I do have a game that I'm going to start recording. I definitely want to do that. Like, I'm actually really looking forward to playing that game. So that should hopefully I'll have an episode uploaded by the end of the week. We'll just see when I have time to record it, to know real idea on when I'm going to record it. But hopefully by the end of the week I can have one uploaded. Then potentially another Minecraft video. Just Minecraft videos are more just kind of random. Just depends on when me and my wife. We've been playing it a lot, but obviously we're not going to record it every time. It's just set up, and just sometimes we don't want to be talking. But like, say I'm not able to stream, that's when I'm going to record something. There's a bug in here, that's annoying. I was like, please don't have a sharp turn come up. What was I saying? Oh yeah, either if I'm not able to stream, or just kind of when we feel like it. I lose so much speed just by simply hitting the wall.
Of the final stage, New York, New York.
There might be another Minecraft video up.
If you can make it here, you can make it anywhere.
But at the very least, that other game I want to for sure try. And then, oh yeah, it might just be another Minecraft Hive video, or we were playing, I think, Lifeboat, that too, or it might be our survival world. We're still think just kind of holding off on that. But like, maybe. It might be. Upgrading. You know, that's 340. We're actually already very close to being maxed out. That quick. I want to know, what do these different tires do? Like, I don't know. I guess it closed that. I didn't really mean for that to happen, but not gotten any of these. That's kind of surprising. Oh, this one's not. No, it's about the same. It's not really that much shorter. I'm honestly kind of surprised at how cheap these cars were. Like, it was what, only 600 grand? But then the hypercars were like 1.8, I swear. Like, the hypercar, the cheapest hypercar was half the price of this. That just doesn't make sense to me, but
US Speed Tour West stage number 3 in Utah. Leaving Salt Lake City for St. George and its national parks.
And I should be shifting. Sometimes I just hear the sound and I'm like, oh, okay. Not realizing that, oh, are struggling in a sense. You need to do something about it. Definitely looks, yeah, it's time to look away. Also, just what am I doing there? Yeah, I definitely need to. But obviously, it can stutter every now and again. Obviously, I don't want it to. But I just want to know that it's like, oh, there's nothing I can do about it. That if it does every now and again. But if it's just simply, oh yeah, bitrate's too low for this game. Obviously, I don't want that. Whoa. This race is not going too well. Sounds really cool in this little tunnel. I skimmed the wall for like 2 seconds and then it's like, oh, half your speed's gone. Feels so quiet all of a sudden. I do like that I can feel like the rumble of it a lot more. But it also just feels heavier, like my arms just feel more tired. Like, you would think that they shouldn't because I don't have to turn the wheel as much, but I just have to turn it harder to turn. Sometimes I do good and then other times it's just like, no, you don't want to make the turn. Like, obviously I could technically use both the paddles and shifter, like in certain cases it'd be quicker. But like, I think my brain wouldn't be able to do that. Only halfway. But like, clearly I do a lot better using the shifter than, I just cracked my shoulders then. Clearly I do a lot better using the shifter than paddles because the second I went to the paddle or shifter, I won. Now that could have just been convenience, or not convenience, coincidence. Like, oh yeah, I was getting the hang of the car. I was learning when to shift and learning the track and all this and that. But I did the same thing in Forza when I went into the shifter. it was a lot better too. So I think just for me, it just easier. Like, yes, and I think if I had a much lower turning radius, because like an actual F1 car, so you don't need to be turning the wheel as much. They're way more sensitive, but I don't want to change it between every race, so I want like a happy medium between these and everything else. And so if it's just easier using the shifter, then easier using the shifter. Driven almost 1,000 miles. Jeez. But as you... How did I not? And then I hit that wall. Oh. I'm so shocked I did not hit that wall. What? Heck. That's bad shift.
St. George, Utah, straight ahead. Hub of all the national parks. An outdoor paradise.
Another reason why I want to fix the braking. Because I do feel like that is the #1 thing. And when I can get the turns right and use the brakes right, it feels so satisfying. And I'm like, well, if I can just fix that, get that to be more consistent, I'm going to have so much more fun using the wheel. And potentially once I get the thing, I might not even get off the wheel. So thinking about playing Destiny or Warframe might not even be a thing. I don't know. I probably still will, because I do really love those games, and both of them have over 1,000 hours. So see, like, I don't know what these mean. Like, Abby, what do you do? Like, is there a difference in these? There is. Is it just simply looks? Like, did they actually do something different? Wait, what is... Huh? What's that, like, bar underneath? What does that mean? It was like, this is only... It's not even lowering the... Or, oh, is that... I'm guessing maybe that's percentage of what your full score is. Maybe that's what it is. That would make sense. I don't know if I just don't know if it exists or not, but one thing I do wish this game had was customizing your character. Like, you just get to pick your character at the start, then that's kind of it. So, I thought I was going to be able to stop it in time. Another thing I did on my scenes wise, and I don't know if you noticed, but I added a little wave sound with the transition. So I think that's pretty nice.
Stage #7 of US Speed Tour West in sunny California, racing from LA to San Francisco.
And at first it was kind of being difficult because I was trying to add it to the video file, but that wasn't working because it was just messing up the transition. Then I realized, oh, just add the sound to each scene, and when I change the scene, it'll just play it. That's all I need. Like, I don't need it to be with the transition. Or, yeah. And so I feel like that's just a nice little touch. Okay, I didn't realize half the other ones that are like, oh yeah, 50 mile per hour turn, they're not actually that sharp of a turn. was pretty rough. Another thing I should be doing is just looking at my wheel in game on when to shift. Like that's pretty good too. Where's there two checkpoints like right next to each other? Yeah, I feel like I notice as soon as I get up to like fast speeds on long straightaways is when it starts stuttering a little bit. So that does make me think it is just simply bit rate. Because from what I understand is, you know, the higher fidelity, higher, faster moving pictures, more the stream struggles. Also, I don't like when I hear my wheel creaking. Is it just because it's pushing up against my desk, maybe? Really don't like that. Ow, I just hit my handbrake. That hurt. Okay. I really don't. You're on the thing. Try and scoot you back a little bit. But I just don't like that. It just makes me think either my wheel's breaking or something, you know, because anytime you hear a creaking sound, never good. Maybe Arden, Hapati. Hi. Here we go. Hey. Like, just then, that was... Huh? How did I not... I right into that wall. Like, I want to get really good, because I get... When I get those good turns and just able to just keep that speed, it's very satisfying, very fun. Obviously, it's fun even when I'm not doing that. That's why I'm still using the wheel, because it's not like I'm great. Like if I can get to a point where I'm like, oh, I can get consistent, and I'm literally, you know, at the point where, oh, I just need to perfect my times, then I think that's going to be really fun. Then that's when I think I might play the Corsa a lot, instead of just, oh, I'm going to be constantly spinning out, I'm going to be constantly running into walls. That's when I'm going to probably really get into that game. Like right now, I'm having so much fun with this. And then of course I ruin it. I think that's why I just inherently knew I was going to like F1 type cars. Because you get that just quick, you know, you can just zip through turns and just, you know, have that control of all that power. Right, coming towards the end of this race. I want to try and get one car to at least have everything gold. That was quicker or less sharp of a turn than it was. It was closer to the end than it was. Not a lot of things. I thought the turn was not as sharp. I thought it was close to the end. Blah blah blah.
Next up, San Francisco on the Bay. Watch the contestants pass the Golden Gate and leave their mark. Hopefully, not ending up in Alcatraz.
You've not actually been to Alcatraz. Like forever ago. Oh, when's it? What the heck? Why are you? Why are you being
There's
weird?
only one way to get to the top, and that's practice. And when you're done practicing, you practice some more. If you want to be...
Just cut you off there. It was... I never know how old I was on trips, but it was a while ago, I know that much. do? Ooh. Wow, that's actually really good. That's the highest. Oh. This, that's also really good. We went to California for like, I swear it was like 3 weeks or something crazy like that. Makes sense because my dad's like, oh, if we're going all that way, we're gonna at least be there for a good while. We did a bunch of stuff like horse riding. We went down the zigzag road, whatever it's called. We went to Alcatraz. It was just a empty prison, and we had like these headphones and walked around. It was cool.
A truly great driver, whether it's in a powerboat, a touring car,
You
an
know, me being
open-wheeled race car, a plane, or a unicycle.
8 to 12, we'll say.
You need to get to a place where your moves are instinctive. The only way to get there is to try and then try again. And don't you dare yes mother me about it.
Okay, I want to see. Is it going to change while I'm streaming? Is that going to work? No, that's the wrong button. I just hit studio mode. What did that do? I don't know. Settings. Are you going to let me change it while I am streaming? So, do that. Bump this up to... Does that work while I'm streaming? Because it's still saying I've only dropped 35 frames. So, we just bumped that up. Is that actually going to work, though? I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, we just went... You know, it was just an Alcatraz tour. You know, Alcatraz, you know what it was. It was just a prison where all the worst people went. And I was like, oh yeah, it's impossible to escape from. So it was cool. And then it basically just had all these stories of, oh yeah, people trying to escape and this and that.
Here we are at race 1 of the U.S. Speed Tour's brand new circuit over Lake Michigan. And it's a glorious day to break some records. Between the aerodynamic curves and those innovative suction zones, we should see some very impressive top speeds today. I'll let the track say the rest because it's Speed Tour time.
Jeez. A little too fast. Like, I know there was... We went horse, as I mentioned, we went... Gosh. We were riding horses, and... My brother, he would always get sick on trips for whatever reason. And... So he was sick, and like, we went to like, you know, different places. We didn't... What was that? We didn't just... stay in one part of California. Okay, what am I doing? Okay, I'm very confused. But we were kind of like at this, kind of like a cabin. And we were going horse riding, and so he was already sick. But for whatever reason, he gets this. He got a donkey for whatever reason instead of a horse. And it was sick with like a tumor, and it would just not listen to him at all. And gosh, it was like too quick. I'm just being horrible.
The team who planned the building of this
shifter
circuit
keeps getting
scouted a
stuck,
lot of
and
possible locations.
kind of being
Gulf of
annoying.
Mexico, Hudson Bay, Prince William Sound, but settled on the only one of the Great Lakes bordered entirely by the USA. And from what I'm seeing, wow, they really made the right choice.
And then it's just like, I feel like the game can't even handle the speed. That's honestly what it feels like. But we're, you know, it was kind of like a mountain trail. We're riding these horses, we're going through, and all of a sudden, like, his donkey, horse, it was either donkey or mule or something, like, it wasn't just a horse, literally just starts veering off the path. Like, we're kind of climbing this mountain trail and he's just going off track. You know, he's just sitting there being sick, just donkey's not listening to him, just doing its own thing, and we're all in a line, and then he's just going off on the side, just literally just like, I can't do anything, it's not listening to me. And then yeah, that was basically it. I swear I can't really remember anything else of the trip besides just like going to Alcatraz, seeing the Golden Gate Bridge. We were there visiting our cousin that we kept calling Uncle. We kept calling him Uncle Steve, and he's like, you know, I'm not your uncle, I'm your cousin. But like, to us being little kids, he was so much older that we were like, well, why are you our cousin? Like, you're our parents' age. Still don't really know the relation. And I feel like that was like the only time we ever really met him. But
fastest part of the course right here, no reason to slow down. And wow, these cars are really putting the speed in US Speed Tour.
My brain, where was I going with this? Yeah, I can't really remember much about what we even did. I swear it was for 3 weeks, but that would be kind of crazy if we were there for 3 weeks and I don't remember anything besides like 3 days of it. Yeah, these are just too quick. Like, oh, now it's raining. But one thing I do remember is we had this, or my brother had this DS game. Which the DS was just such a goated handheld. Like, it's still nothing better than that. Ooh, another 7%. Did I take that off? Okay, I can grab these now. I don't need them. Like, so I have 8 plus another 7. Jeez. Where does it get up to? Max. Those are all the same from what I'm guessing. So maybe it wasn't for 3 weeks. And maybe it was only for like a week or something. But also, I want to put it past myself to not remember it at all because my memory is horrible. My wife gets annoyed that anytime I say, oh yeah, this story, I'm always 12 in every single story because my brain just bunches like probably 8 to 12 as just 12. Like, in my memory, the same for all of them. So I can never actually remember the specific year or how old I was because unless I have something. This is 8. This is gonna be a long. I hope it's not all of this just super fast because that's gonna be annoying. Unless I have something being like, oh yeah, it was for this birthday or this and that. I can't really know.
Here we are at race 1
I
of the
remember
US Speed
how.
Tour's brand new circuit over Lake Michigan. And it's a glorious day to break some records. Between
It's
the
not just the same
aerodynamic
track.
curves and those innovative suction zones, we should see some very impressive top speeds today. I'll let the track say the rest because it's Speed Tour time.
I can just never remember the exact year unless it was like, you know, like I said, for my 5th birthday or this and that. Like, the reason I say 5th is because I had a very surprisingly big 5th birthday. Is this just gonna be just this for that long? Yeah, this is not gonna be fun. Just too quick. I just lose all of my speed there. Maybe I should go in the manual for these, honestly. I had like a giant bouncy castle. I had, you know, Pinata, which was kind of sad because not the Pinata itself, but, you know, we were all taking turns hitting it. Obviously, it didn't break on my go. Not obviously, but it just simply didn't. And I was kind of like further away for whatever reason. And I just try and start going to get them. But like, you know, all the kids just rushed in there and I got like, in a sense, like just pushed out of the way. You know, me being 5. And just start crying because I'm like, I didn't get any of the candy. So then my best friend at the time, he ends up giving me some of his candy because he was like, well, yeah, it's your birthday. Like, obviously, you're going to get some. And then we had like, you know, basically like pin the tail or whatever it's called. But it was like, oh yeah, you had to put the fire on the dragon's mouth because it was like castle themed. And we had these blindfolds on. And it was just like, oh yeah, you gotta wear the blindfolds. No one said anything about you had to close your eyes. So I could see through the blindfold. But I still got very close, because obviously I was still dizzy, you know, they spun us around. And they were like, oh, I don't know how, if I just said or what. I was like, well, no one specified I had to close my eyes. Like, that's not cheating. And then we had a big bouncy castle, as I mentioned. I think these races in my stream is like, I cannot keep up. Only a quarter of the way through, okay. So everyone's in there playing, and like, it wasn't just all of my friends. There was older kids there too, and this and that. Like, it was just a big party. Which I feel like that is a lot of the times when it's such a young kids party. Like, never just the kids' friends. You always got the parents and this and that. But my friend's grandpa starts he sits down on the edge of the bouncy castle. And I feel like I need to use my hands to indicate. See it, that one turn, just die, basically. But like, he sits on the edge of it. And the whole thing literally just starts tipping. And my brother, he was in there with a couple other kids, and obviously the whole thing's tipping. And my brother literally, like, he's on the corner, or the wall basically. And you know how like you have the floor of it. Just want to get this race over with. You have the floor of it, and then like the wall. There's always that like gap in between, and he starts getting like sucked in between, and literally is like, the only thing sticking out is his hand at that point. He was fully in the gap.
The team who planned the building of this circuit scouted a lot of possible locations: Gulf of Mexico, Hudson Bay, Prince William Sound, but settled on the only one of the Great Lakes bordered entirely by the USA. And from what I'm seeing, wow, they really made the right choice.
And literally, and then it was his grandpa that was sitting on it, and so my friend's brother literally just grabs his hand and just pulls him out. Like, he literally probably could have died just then. And so obviously from the outside, all the parents rush over to grab it and straighten it out again. But like, literally, it was just, you know, just imagine someone falling in quicksand and their hands just sticking out and someone pulling them out. That was literally what happened to my brother. I hit that turn every time. But yeah. Why are you sitting there smiling? This car's too fast, okay? I can't. I'm only halfway through this race. I mean, I've lapped somebody, so that's cool. Gosh, no, that's the wrong way. Like, it's too fast. Just need to be braking way more than I think. Why are you pretending to punch me? Shadow boxing over there. Yes, I did call you out. Go out, go. I'm already tired of this race. What you drinking? I hear you cracking a cold one. I feel like I'm so bored. Yeah, in a sense I am bored of this race because it's like, I just did this race and now I'm doing a 10-minute version. There's another person lapped. I'm just like, it's not fun. I don't like it. Like, it's just too quick. Can't get it. My arms are getting tired, and this is actually probably just gonna be the last race since it's coming up towards the end of my time. And also, I'm tired. There's something else I was gonna go into after the bouncy castle thing. Oh, my brother almost dying. I guess this is kind of a different thing, but not. It's related. Same brother that got sick on the Mexico, California trip. The reason I said Mexico is because I'm going to go into. I mentioned how he got sick all the time, so I don't even think I said what I was trying to say. Same person that got in the bouncy castle. Same person that got sick on the California trip, but he regularly gets sick on trips. When we went to Mexico, maybe that's what I'm thinking. Because we went to Mexico for 3 weeks when I was 5. I only know that because that's what they always said. Oh yeah, we went to Mexico when you were 5. If it wasn't for that, I'd have no clue. But did I like not get the boost there or something? He also got sick on that trip for like literally a week. And we went on this boat ride. And like, obviously my dad's like, whoa, we spent money on this boat ride. We're not going. And so he was literally, you know, he was sick. He would have been 8 or 9 at that point. And so the boat captain literally puts a giant sombrero on his hat on his head, gives him a, what are they called, ponchos? The like where they just kind of sit over your head, and they're like usually made out of cloth or something. But and then, or he might have already been wearing that, maybe potentially. But at least the big sombrero, I think, gives him like just a enormous like bottle of rum or something, like basically as big as him. And so he's just there passed out, and so everyone starts taking a picture of him because, like, you know, it's funny, like, you know, this kid just has this huge bottle of rum or whatever it was on him. But then like he wakes up and he just sees all these people taking a picture of him. He's just like, what the heck? Like, and I think he started crying or something. But like that boat driver probably honestly still we're like, oh yeah, he probably has that picture on his boat still. Like, you know, this one kid just passed out for the whole 3-hour boat ride or something. I don't actually know how long it was, but that's another thing, that one of those core family stories we always tell. Everyone has one of those. I definitely feel like we have a lot that we would always say.
Wow,
it's not even the end of the
really
race.
Putting the speed in
Why are
US
you saying
Speed
that?
Tour.
Whoa, jeez. The fact that I've lapped this many people is honestly quite impressive. I'm surprised with how I think my car's just simply that much faster. But like, can I lap everyone? We're second. I'm a whole minute ahead. Maybe. We'll see. Okay, they're right there. No, the end's probably just coming up. Missing that one doesn't help. Come on. Want to lap everybody. Yes. I lapped everyone in this race. Okay, that was at least a nice finish.
All-new Live Extreme Holiday Special is now available.
That was nice. At least I lapped everybody, so that made it a little. Ooh, it's really. Even still, even though I bumped it up 4. Hit my headphones on my mic, and you guys probably heard that. Or, yeah, my headphones on my mic. I don't know why it's still doing that, so I might have to bump it up even again. 1 new activity. Huh. So definitely apologies on it being blurry. I don't know how long it was doing that. Okay, let's just grab all of these while we're at it. Since I believe, yeah, I'm now maxed out. So that's good. Now I can just focus on keeping parts and getting them better and whatnot. This one got increased loot drop versus loot quality, I think. Well, we'll just keep it just to keep it. And yes, I know there was a couple purples, but I wish it would tell you like what these do, like what's the difference. We just got 2 greens left and then we're fully upgraded. Okay, so now that it's maxed, I feel like I got that really quickly because I swear I used my hypercar even more and I haven't gotten it maxed. But sure, okay, we'll just keep upping that. Go through for that. Do that, and we'll actually grab it for this car. Gearbox. That's even helpful for anything. It is, I don't have one. Increase loot drop. Definitely going to change that because I don't do anything skills wise in this car. I'm usually so ahead that I don't really care for that. What does it mean by hold buy spare parts? I'm not gonna. We'll do it one more time. More money could be. Here, we'll go more money. Okay, so as mentioned, that is going to be it for this stream. I've been going for about an hour 50. Hopefully most of it wasn't blurry. I'm just gonna try upping the bitrate. Hopefully next time it'll be better. And speaking of next time, should be Thursday morning around 2 to 4, depending on what we're doing. And so appreciate everyone that joined and watched the stream or watching the video. And that is going to be it. And I will see you guys later.